So greetings from Pennsylvania once again. We're still here in Swatara State Park. I just did a video over kind of on the other end of the park on an edible plant that I didn't realize was edible till just a couple of days ago. The barberry bush, the little berries that are on there. But since we're here in the park, let's go ahead and do some other hiking here. I've hiked all the trails here in Swatara State Park, but today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to make a loop out of several trails that I've hiked before. I like loop trails because you don't have to go like hike in and hike back the same way you did. Let me show you on the map what I got. As always, I have the map here out on top of Naomi. So we're parked right here at the Waterville Bridge. There's parking here. We're gonna head across the highway, hit up the Appalachian Trail right here, all the way up to here, where it crosses 443, and we're gonna come here. And there's a trail, the Moonshine Trail, that brings you back down, and it comes back down to the Waterville Bridge down here eventually, down this way. Yeah, so like I said, it makes a nice little loop trail, one I've never done before, combining all those trails together. So I'm going to see what it's like, how long it takes, and then report back to you. I think it's important to have those loop hikes here in the state park and stuff, so you can, have a different experience going out and coming back. Let's get packed up and get going. Like I said, we'll be crossing the Waterville Bridge up here and heading up into the mountain there a little bit on the Appalachian Trail. Eventually coming back, I think, on the abandoned highway that's over there. Alright, time to pack up, get going. So away we go. Head across the Waterville Bridge. I always love this bridge. This is the Appalachian Trail here too. Right across the Swatara Creek. Looks like they've done some painting here recently. Do get some neat views looking out across the creek. All the fall foliage is gone though. Take a look up this way. Yep. And if all goes according to plan, we should be coming back this way along the old abandoned highway. This is the new highway they made some years ago. We got to get across here. This is Route 72 up here. Shouldn't be too bad though. Check both ways. Oh, car's coming. And up a ways into the mountain we go. Haven't been up this way for quite a while, actually. We will have to put up with some traffic noise for a bit. Route 72 is right there, and the main traffic noise is coming from Interstate 81 up there. But it won't be this noisy the whole time. So we started this hike about 11:15, because I do want to keep track of my time on this hike so I can get a rough idea of how many miles it is, this loop hike. So this is not an advertised loop hike here in the park. I feel like one of the goals of this channel is to make you aware of different places to hike and different opportunities. And this is one of those. About this loop trail, possible loop trail here in Swatara State Park. We'll see how it goes. Still some color. It's a nice bronze color. That's from the beech tree. They tend to have those. We saw some of those at we were hiking Horseshoe Trail at Governor Dick, or the Clarence Shock Memorial Park. Those bronze colored leaves. Find a place out here to eat lunch too. There are a number of these rhododendron tunnels in this section too. Always kind of like these. Yeah, it's starting to get quieter now. Got some birds flying around. Oh, there's a squirrel up there too. Just ran across the log up there. Yeah, this trail doesn't go all the way to the top of the mountain up here. Kind of goes up a ways and starts making its way back down. Yeah, I was looking at Google Maps too this morning. They have a view up here. Little mountain view. Oh, there's another squirrel. I just don't remember there being a view up here, so we'll see. Who knows? Yeah, that's a pileated woodpecker. There's a white-breasted nuthatch making that noise. Yeah. There's our woodpecker again. I love the bird songs I'm most familiar with are these winter birds. I still hear Mr. Squirrel. Oh, right there. Is that him? No, it's something else. I'm not sure where he went. I can hear him scampering in the woods though. Yeah, even in my younger years, I was always like a wildlife nerd. I loved feeding the birds during the winter. So I got really familiar with Pennsylvania's winter birds. Their sounds and what they look like and stuff. Got some shelf fungi over here. Not entirely sure. Not sure what variety they are though. Some thorns here too. Yeah. Not sure, but they look pretty cool. Alright, I'll take a picture of that. And we are heading downhill now. That's pretty much it for any uphill or downhill hikes of any size. Just that little bit at the beginning where you hike up. There's another splash of nice gold and yellow up there. Yeah, our trail kind of changed. Now we're kind of out of that mountain woods. Of course, you can see the highway right there too. That's 72. Kind of like a little piney forest we're gonna walk through up here. Not a super busy highway though. I can still just faintly hear Interstate 81. There's another tree just almost glowing in the sun there. That's pretty cool. With all the barren trees around it, just this one, I think it's a maple tree. Get with the sun just behind it, look at that. That's a cool shot. So there's still a little bit of color out here and there. But it really shows up because it's just like here and there. Alright, but we're soon going to be coming up on the parking area right along Route 443. Not just yet, but coming up. What's this sign up here say? Looks like there's a trail going up here. I don't remember seeing this one here before. So this land up here is like National Park land. Yeah, National Park Service, Appalachian Trail lands for resource protection. So no hunting, motorized vehicles, biking, or horses. Alright. Yes, one thing I've learned back when I was hiking the Appalachian Trail here in Pennsylvania is that there's a lot of sections that are actually belong to the National Park Service. You know, it's not a national park, this area, but it belongs to the National Park Service. So, oh, and look what we have here. We have some barberries. I just did a video on these. These are the Japanese barberry. It's an invasive species. grows pretty rapidly everywhere and takes over areas. So you can see it's full of berries. They're full of barbs too. That's why they're called barberry. Yeah, and in that video I did try some. I got one right here. I don't really, they're nothing really special. They do have a few seeds in. Actually, oh, that one has a little bit more taste to it than the ones I had earlier today. Bit more, quite a bit of tang there to it. Huh. But then there's the Japanese barberry, has some bitter undertones to it as well then. There are some native species like the common and the American barberry that don't have that bitterness, but yeah, that one had more flavor to it. But yeah, still wouldn't necessarily be my go-to wild food though, but if you needed something to eat. Alright, yeah, right down here is the parking area. This is Route 443 right here. Route 72 is just right over there. But there are some ruins in here. I don't know if you can see any from the trail. There's like an old barn back here and some houses and stuff. I've filmed it in the past. Back right down here. I might take just a little bit of a break here. Get something to eat, something to drink before we continue on. Yeah, actually right here I think you can see, yeah, right here you can see some of the stone wall. It's probably a barn at one point. Alright, let's see what we have for lunch. Got some goodies in there. I should say it is about 12 o'clock. Almost, yeah, 11:59. So we've been at this for about 45 minutes. I think about some beef jerky. This is part of my birthday gift. I think about some beef jerky. Got some other things in there, some yummies. Alright. So I'm not quite sure what it is, but there's something like super nostalgic for me, I guess is the word to use, when it comes to eating beef jerky on like the colder days of autumn and winter. I mean, I eat beef jerky year round, but there's something about eating it during this time of year. I'm not sure what it is, but just, I get this feeling. I'm not sure how to explain it. Maybe one of you could explain it for me. I guess because when I was younger, in my teen years and stuff, I would go hunting, and that was this time of year, and I always usually had beef jerky along sometimes. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it reminds me of my childhood a little bit. But yeah, I just get this feeling. Alright, so time to head out. We had a little bit of lunch right there. That's where we came from, down through there. Then we gotta head across the highway here, which isn't busy at all. You can see some blaze marks over there. And then we're gonna head under Route 72, which actually comes across right here. So this is a little short section right here we gotta go. Down through here. And of course the Appalachian Trail keeps going on forever. It's just up here we're gonna leave the AT. Once we head under the highway up here. But to be honest, you don't have to go. You could go the safe way. You could just go across here. But you know, what do we want to do? Yeah, I'm just gonna cross here. The Appalachian Trail actually goes goes under the bridge right there. Pops up here. I was gonna just come up here, but I think I'll just cross right here. Because right up here is what I want, is this trail up here. The Moonshine Trail. Yeah, so once again, where we did lunch was just up there. You kind of come across there. I just chose to come across the highway right here, or you can go underneath the bridge, come up this way. Several options. The Trout Run Trail, that takes you to the Trout Run parking lot. We're gonna take the Moonshine Trail, head this way. And the rest of our hike is gonna be on these abandoned roads. I think I've said it a number of times, there used to be homes and villages back here, but they were all taken by eminent domain to make Swatara State Park. They were going to dam the Swatara Creek at one point. That never happened, but anyway, you know the story. It's not the first place it's happened at. But now these old roads are trails for the park. And I should mention too, we are beginning that loop back to where we parked. As soon as we cross, well, as soon as we leave the lunch spot where I ate lunch there, that's kind of what's happening. We're looping back now. Kind of nice and quiet through here too. Got a view of the creek. I believe that's Trout Run. As you can see, the old guardrails still here. The old style. They don't make them like that anymore. Not too much highway traffic here either. That'll change a little bit further up. Moonshine Trail kind of takes you right along Route 72 for a little bit, but you know, it is what it is. For now, it's kind of quiet, so we'll take it. And this trail here also takes you up to the Trout Run parking area. I don't really have a sign for it here. Maybe they have one up here. Yeah, we're still on the Moonshine Trail. Oh yeah, they have it. Trout Run Trailhead. Headed up that way. But yeah, up in these woods too is where Frankendahl resides. If you remember that video. There's a big dump up in there. I never did go back. I mean, I think I made a video a little while ago where I found the remains of her again. I never did like reassemble her. Kind of got distracted. I know a number of you said I should, but it hasn't happened yet. Not that it won't, but we'll see. Yeah, so this is the part of the trail that runs right next to the highway. But just for a bit, then we kind of get away from it again. But not too busy today. Yeah, earlier we were up, the Appalachian Trail was up in there, those woods up there. Alright, so we got a split here. I'm going to take the Portage Trail, or the Portage Trail. Moonshine Trail continues all the way down there. We'll be ending up on that road eventually anyway, but we're going to end up on it by going this way, the Portage Trail. And here's a bunch more of those barberries. Not going to eat any more though. Yeah, another nicer, quieter section through here. Although you can start to hear Interstate 81 again up there. Yeah, so it's Jake Breaks. Get down there's the main abandoned road down there. That's old route. Oh, is that? I believe that'd be old route 443. Yeah, well, maybe not. Maybe that was still 72. I forget how that went back in the day. But it's what I showed you earlier in this video. I said we were going to come back on that road, and that's what's down there. That's where this takes us to. Yeah, and here we join up with the main abandoned highway. This is the old Route 72. That was earlier too where I showed it. Kind of was thinking it through my mind again where it becomes 443 at some point up there. But yeah, the highway that replaced it is right, you can see it right up there. Of course, remember I said they were going to dam, the Swatara Creek is right down here. They're going to dam it at one point, so that's why they rerouted the highway. But then they never dammed the creek anyway, but you know, what was done was done. Alright, we don't have too much further to go. That Waterville Bridge that we crossed on is not too far up here. And just like that, here is the Waterville Bridge again. And of course we came across and went up that way, followed the AT up across the highway up into the woods there. Heading up that way. So it's just a little after 12:30. I started this hike around 11:15, so an hour and 15 minutes. That's roughly 2.5 miles. Of course, I did take a break for lunch. Well, not a long break, because I go at a pretty good clip sometimes. But anyway, it gives you a rough idea of this little loop hike. But it is a nice one if you don't have all day. Like I said, it did take me just a little over an hour to do it here. Something to consider if you're looking for something kind of different route to take here in Swatara State Park. But anyway, that'll be it for me today, folks. Actually, I'm going to stop film one more place yet before I get home. I'm actually going to be playing laser tag tonight with some friends. I played the other night and I got totally destroyed, but anyway, it's a fun game to play. But yeah, thanks for coming along, folks. And hopefully we'll see you on the next one.